I'm sorry, I had to stop the video and start again. I had a phone call from somebody. It's not an important phone call at all. Anyway, I was talking about our budget efforts and how we prepare the budget. Basically, our central office has a budget department and they create this budget template, and we use Office Online. It's pretty good. I mean, but it's not the best one in the world. We could use a software or develop a software, but that works very well. This is kind of complicated and confusing by new principals just like me. However, I learned a lot this year. So basically, central office prepares a budget template around December or after Christmas, around early January, and we call this as the monster. So this monster is created by central office, and central office shares this with the area superintendents. Harmony has 7 areas, 7 districts, and each area has a superintendent. And this goes to the superintendent, and then superintendent's review. After the superintendent's review, this is shared with the campus principals. So basically, campus principals get a pre-done, pretty much pre-done budget templates. So what we do, based on the central office's predictions, we go over each tab and we make sure the budget is enough and good for our school. So this is our first piece of the budget template, which is called revenue breakdown. Our number one and the biggest revenue is ADA. So approximately 8,900 dollars per student, and our ADA goal for next year is 845. In order to get 845 ADA, we need to make sure, as a school, we need to make sure we have approximately 875 students in our campus at all times. So, including these attendance problems, our attendance rate is pretty good. It's 97.2%. It's not a bad percentage, and it makes 845. If we go lower than 845, then we are kind of missing some money. That's the deal. So, and then we go to uh, each piece of the budget template, and we check one by one, and we make sure our budget for next year is good to go. And in the second piece, as you see here, let me a little highlight it like this. It's right here. I'm sorry. We see a revenue tab, and in grant part of this monster, we call this monster, by the way, because it's very big. And actually, they locked the grant in payroll. I'm sorry. So in grant, our grant, here you go. Here you go. So our grant money is here, and we see everything. So grant to Title 1, Idea B, Title 3, Title 2, and we see everything here. And we make sure our Title 1 and Idea B documentation and submissions are matching with the current budget template, and we approve it. And then moving on to next, we have the payroll, and then we see each person here and their salaries. In Harmony and in all other districts, the biggest expense is the excuse me, the biggest expense is the payroll. And in Harmony, our goal is 60%. We need to stay around 60% in payroll. So basically 60% of our payroll should be, 60% of our budget should be the payroll. It's our goal. Currently, my school is doing pretty good job, and we are around 57%. So in each item, in each description and code, we have codes, as you see here. We have descriptional items like instructional stipends for GT, and it's all the way down to all codes. And based off of the pattern, this is year by year. Based off of the pattern, we make sure our next year budget, which is this one on the very right, and this one, column Q, we have that much projection for next year. So after this preparation and all this diligent work, I would say this budget goes to the area superintendent again. He makes sure this is accurate and good to go. And then our central office also does the same thing. And when everything is completed around uh, early April, this budget goes to the board of trustees. Actually, we don't have board of trustees; we call it board of directors in Harmony. And the budget gets approved or rejected, and then we get ready for the next year. That's all on my presentation. Thank you for listening to me, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.